Hello teachers, learners, and parents. Sir Jeff po, at your service. Alam nyo ba na meron tayong website na tinatawag na DepEd Commons? Ang DepEd Commons ay binuo upang gawing accessible ang pagtuturo at pag-aaral dito sa ating bansa gamit lamang ang inyong mga smart devices gaya ng cellphones, tablets, at computers. Dito ay maaari nating ma-access ang iba't ibang learning materials mula sa Department of Education. Meron itong mga interactive materials, electronic self-learning modules, at instructional video lessons mula sa DepEd TV na tiyak na makatutulong sa pag-aaral ng mga mag-aaral galing ka man sa public o private school. Walang problema dahil welcome ang lahat dito. Para ito sa mga guro, magulang at mga mag-aaral mula sa kinder hanggang grade 12, alternative learning system o ALS, at pati na rin ang special education. At huwag kang mag-alala dahil kahit walang load ay maaari mong ma-access ang mga learning materials. Tama! Libre ito. Ang kailangan mo lamang gawin ay i-on ang iyong data at buksan lamang ang iyong browser at i-type ang commons.deped.gov.ph. Alam na ba ng iyong mga kasamahang guro o mag-aral ang tungkol sa DepEd Commons? I-share mo na ang video na ito upang matuto rin sila kung paano gagamitin ang DepEd Commons sa mabilis at napakadaling paraan. Muli, ito po si Sir Jeff at kita-kits po tayo sa DepEd Commons. Paalam!
Si ALS Learner JC is a proof that life offers second chances. Nagkakamali pero naitatama at patuloy tayo to dream, set our goals, work hard for it, stick to it until we reach the success and the happiness that we hope for. Ako po muli si Sir A, ang inyong ALS coach dito lang sa Alternative Learning System sa DepEd TV.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Hello, good evening once again. Welcome to another episode of our communication class tutorial. You're with me, Ms. Noreen Polo, your tutor for the hour. Okay, Before we start, I'll have to greet the people we have, the viewers. Hi, Ma'am Lizelle Marie Chris from Kidapawan City. Okay. Marami na tayo. Hi, Ma'am Dalisa Adelfa Borja, watching from Ezilar National High School. Okay. So we'll start with our session for today. Again, this is tutorial for communication, or LS1, strand 1 for communication. And you're with me, Tutor Noreen Polo. Let's start, sir. Let's start, Sir Ariel. Hi, Ma'am. Hi, Henky. Okay. Gerald Raimundo, Gabas, Mark Aldave. Okay. Welcome to another topic this afternoon. Last time we discussed about critical reading. Okay, and this afternoon we will be talking about effective communication. Okay, so it has something to do with how we communicate. Okay, it's not about the way. No, it's not about the languages that we know, but it's how we communicate depending on the situation. Okay, let's start. Before we go to our topic, let's have a brief recall of what we had last week. Last week, we discussed about, as I've said, it's about critical reading. We knew that, next slide po. Hi, Ma'am Katie Dumas. Kiel Andag Alamag has Bitaw, watching from Dipolog City. Next slide, sir. Ma'am Dailin Sabado. El Salinas, good noon to all. Okay, while preparing for the next slide, I'll have to greet the people in our chat box, in our comment section. Watching from Tubag Elementary School Annex, Alyosan West District, SDO Cotabato. Let's have a recall of what we had last week. Okay, let's start. Last time we discussed about critical reading. So we knew that critical reading is a process of analyzing, interpreting, and evaluating a reading material. We also discussed about that there are different strategies in critical reading, including read aloud, okay, approach. Okay, you know, you will understand the whole reading material if you read aloud, if you read it aloud, right? Okay, it really helps. Okay, critical reading is important to make a fair and intelligent judgment about a reading material. So that's how important is to develop critical reading in each of us. Okay, let's start with our topic this afternoon, learning target. Okay, so since our topic is about effective communication, I hope you will explain the definition of the two basic types of communication after our discussion. And also, another target is to explain the importance of verbal and non-verbal communication in our everyday lives. We'll be talking about verbal and non-verbal communication. So let's differentiate the two later. Next, explain and describe the elements of effective verbal and non-verbal communication. Lastly, we have describe the skills needed for effective verbal and non-verbal communication. Okay, let's start. Before we go there, let's have a warm up. Let's analyze this. Okay, we have here a situation. Okay, I want you to depict the emotion of the persons in the dialogue. Okay, what is the emotion of A in this conversation? Okay, let's read. I'll read. I haven't started anything in our thesis yet. How about you? And letter B said, There's always tomorrow. Anyway, we still have a month to do it. Letter A. But I always hear that from you. I wonder how you passed the previous year. Anyway, there's always next year for you. Ah, what is the feeling, the emotion of letter A, of A in the conversation? Let's find out. Letter A. Okay, I have choices. I hope you analyze the scenario so that you can answer. Okay, worried, yes. Procrastination, very good. Another, very good. Romilly Licera, worried for letter B, and also for herself, maybe. Okay, meron na okay, very good. Meron na rin online study for us. Let's have the choices, sir. Okay? Worried. And letter B is, letter C first. Letter C, sarcastic. Letter B is wondering. And letter D is confused. Okay? There are 4 choices. Okay? There are 4 choices. Which one is the exact emotion of A in the conversation? A, B, C, or D? Which one kaya? After the conversation, of course, at first, she was worried, right? Or he, maybe. He was worried about the thesis. He or she has not started anything yet. Okay? What would be the emotion after the conversation? Especially the last line, but I always hear that from you. I wonder how you passed the previous year. The last line says, anyway, there's always next year for you. Ay, worried at first. But the last line says, what's that? What is the meaning of the last line? Anyway, there's always next year for you. Could be wondering. Yeah, worried. Yes, that's worried. There are 2 possible answers because at first, she was worried. And it could be sarcastic, no? It could be sarcastic. May next year pa naman eh. Okay, something like that. Okay? Wondering. Okay? Yes. Let's have the next scenario, sir. Okay. What about this one? Oh, this little bit smaller. What would the secretary feel after this conversation? Good morning, boss. I need your approval for the upcoming event in BGC. The event organizers are here already and need your reply ASAP. According to them, the materials need time for procurement, so they need your approval now. And the boss replied, thank you. So what would be the feeling of the secretary this time? A, confused. B, excited. C, happy. D, indifferent. Which one? A, B, and C, Sheila Azareno. Okay. Which one? Is she confused, excited, happy, or indifferent? With the reply of the boss. Yes, confused. No, what is that thank you for? What does that thank you mean? Right? She doesn't know what to reply maybe. Or what is that thank you for? Okay? The thank you may mean thank you for texting me. Thank you for messaging me. Okay? Okay, it could be confused. Letter A, very good. Next slide, next scenario, if we still have. Okay, what emotion is depicted in this picture? Okay? Oh, what about this picture? Anong nakikita niyo sa picture? What is the facial expression about? Is it a facial expression of a frightened person, a surprised person, a happy person? What do you think? What do you think? Okay? Worried, maybe kasi nakakunot. Nakakunot ang noo niya. Right? What else? It could be, kasi yung eyes niya, look at his eyes. His eyes are what? Sad? Confused, maybe? Sad? Sad, but his eyes are, they're sharp. It could be sad. Sad if it is maybe mapunga yung mata, something like that. Maybe disappointed, yes. Okay, the picture may mean a lot, but the picture may mean frightened, confused, or worried, and can never be happy, can never be excited, right? Pag natural ka, if it's natural for us to be like that when we are frightened, when we are surprised, or even worried. Okay? It could be mad. Let's find out with the next picture kung ma-compare natin ang dalawa. Okay, what about this one? Oh, this one, malala to. Okay, look at the eyebrows, look at the nose, and look at the eyes. He's probably hungry po. Maybe. What about this one? Surprise pa kaya ito? Angry. Okay, maybe the first word that comes into our mind when we see that picture is he may be mad, he may be angry. Okay, angry, galit. Okay, and that is our normal facial expression. Okay, because we all experience these emotions from day to day. Okay, in our daily activities. Next po. Okay. What emotion? Again, with this one. Oh, there is this toga and there's this certificate or diploma. So what could be the emotion in this scenario? Okay, the typical reaction of a person who is angry pa rin, happy, victorious, achieved, achiever maybe. Okay, happy lang talaga. Okay, because we have this toga. What are the manifestations? This toga, this diploma, and there's this cap. Okay, and the facial expression of the person there is very happy. Okay, all of these emotions we experience every day, right? Okay, but what is the relationship of these pictures to our topic this afternoon? Okay, let's continue. Okay. Okay, effective communication. It's not just about, effective communication is not just about how many languages you know or how fluent you are when you speak or how modulated you are when you speak. Also, you have modulated voice. You're very conversant. You're very eager to tell anything. It's not just about that. Okay. Effective communication is the way you express yourself depending on the situation. Okay? Now there are three things to consider for effective communication. Number one, paraphrase and understand. For our students, these are found in your module. I hope you follow with me. Paraphrase and understand. Okay, paraphrasing is very common, especially when you are already in grade 9, grade 10, kasi kasama siya sa research, no? You paraphrase. What is paraphrasing? Okay, paraphrasing is a restatement of a text, passage, or work, giving the meaning of another form but not different meaning. It is just a restatement through or using your own words. Okay, another definition of paraphrase is it is formulating someone else's ideas in your own words. Okay, let's find out paano tayo mag-paraphrase, like paano tayo effective, how to achieve effective communication kung pinaparaphrase mo yung sinabi ng iba. Okay? How to paraphrase using rap or RAP. RAP stands for read a paragraph. Okay? Of course, you'll have to read or sometimes listen, but this time we will use the reading. Read a paragraph. And then after reading the paragraph, it's like the critical reading already. Ask yourself, what was the main idea and details in this paragraph? Number 3, the letter P is put the main idea and details into your own words. So these are the steps. Basahin mo muna. Ask yourself, ano bang pinapahiwatig nitong paragraph na to? And then, you translate that into your own words. Okay? That's paraphrasing without touching the original meaning of the material. Okay? Continue. Yun tayo. Okay, let's try with this one. This paragraph, it's about an orange. An orange is a great year-round fruit providing an excellent source of vitamin C. It is also a good source of vitamin A, calcium, and potassium. To get the most of the orange nutrients, plus the benefits of its fiber, eat the whole fruit. Whole oranges are not as sweet as the processed orange juice, which often contains added sugar. So the orange fruit is beneficial for those with blood sugar concerns. Okay, let's paraphrase this paragraph. Okay, how? Let's try to compare this time. Let's compare. So the original one. So I read it already. So the paraphrase what? The paraphrase material. An orange is a great year-round fruit, and when you paraphrase it, an orange is available the whole year round. So does that change the meaning of the sentence? Not. Okay, it's available. It's great year-round, or available great year-round fruit. Okay, it is best in providing vitamin C. It also says there. Good. It is also a good source of vitamin A, as well as calcium and potassium. Okay, no changes with that. We benefit best from the orange fiber. Okay, how did it change? To get the most, so we benefit the best. Okay, many nutrients are lost during the food preparation. Kaya sabi niya, you'll have to eat the whole. It's better to eat the whole oranges or the whole orange than have the processed one. You know, sa can na, naka-process na, so iba yun. So making processed orange juices. The processed juice is not as good as the natural juice because processed juice has added sugar. It's already there also. Iniba lang niya yung the whole sentence. But the idea is there. Okay? Which our body might not need. Okay? That's the paraphrase one. Sometimes the paraphrase one, it could be longer than the original. Sometimes naman it could be shorter. Okay, it depends. As long as you did not change the idea of the original one. Okay, next, let's continue. Okay, let's analyze this. Okay, the weather forecast. Let's try to apply the RAP. The newscaster. The weather forecast says we'll expect some heavy showers tomorrow, especially in the afternoon. The weatherman says, yes, Nolly, if it's going to rain, maybe we'll have to bring our umbrellas or raincoats with us. Newscaster, you heard that, folks. Take precautions. Don't get caught in the rain. Okay, how does it change, or how could it be paraphrased? Or you heard this sa TV, oy, may forecast on TV, ganon. Okay, so how are you going to relay this message, this information to all without changing the meaning of the original thing that you've heard or you've read? Okay, let's continue. Paano natin yan? Okay, let's check. The rap there, this conversation, you'll have to read. You'll have to read. And then after reading, yung A natin, you'll have to ask, what is that paragraph about? About saan yun? Okay? It's about the weather forecast. It's about telling us that it might rain tomorrow afternoon. We might bring our raincoat and it tells me about possible rain tomorrow afternoon. So yan, nasa isip ko yan. Ngayon, after the A, after asking what the paragraph about, you go to letter P now. You'll have to process na. You'll have to translate that into your own words. And this might be like this. We might have heavy rains tomorrow. Nanay, we might have heavy rains tomorrow according to the forecast. We need to bring our umbrellas and raincoat to avoid getting wet. This forecast is for everyone. Saan niya nakuha yung everyone? Wala naman dun sa original. No? Wala naman dun sa original. Wala mang everyone dun. Maybe dun sa folks, no? For folks mean to everyone, to all people. Diba? You heard that, folks? Take precautions. So that may mean for everyone. Okay? So you should be extra careful when you paraphrase so that you will not change the original material. Okay? So you will achieve effective communication if you paraphrase properly the original one. Kung gusto mo mag-report, uy, ganito daw, ganito. So, dapat yung na-listen mo, na-heard mo, dapat yung pag-relay mo din ng message, you'll have to, the same lang, although in different words, okay? Effective communication. Let's continue. Okay, after paraphrasing and understanding how to achieve effective communication, you listen and evaluate. Okay? Paano ka mag-listen? Okay? Every day you listen or you hear all kinds of sounds, all kinds of intonations, all kinds of expressions. How to evaluate? Paano ka ngayon makipag-communicate ng maayos depending on the situation? Okay, let's continue. So we have one, paraphrase effectively or understand it. Okay, let's have this exercise. Say it with feelings. Ito, we will use the word yes. The word, it could be, okay, even if it's only one word, there could be a lot of meaning depending on how you say it. Okay? Pag neutral, siguro sasabihin mo lang, yes. Yes. Paano ba? Pag falling, yes. Okay? How does it sound? If it's falling, what is the emotion there? Yes. Yes. Anong emotion doon? Pag pa-fall yung yes. What particular situation we could apply with a falling yes? Yes. Doubtful ba yan? Hindi, no? Kasi pataas tayo mamaya sa uncertain eh. Yes. Means maybe not happy of saying yes. Nay, may puntahan po ako. Maybe si nanay, if she's not convinced, maybe the yes is not convincing. Pagpa-fall. If it's rising, what does that mean? Yes? What does that mean? Pagpataas. If it's rising, what does that mean? Anong meaning ng yes dyan? Yes? Anong meaning natin dyan kapag pataas yung yes? Yes? Happy. Clarissa Agkawili. Anong meaning ng yes natin dyan? Yes? What situation do we have? If we try to raise the intonation with yes, we say, pag naghanap ka ng isang tao, if you're looking for someone, if you're asking about someone, so maybe, how may I help you? Maybe, yes? Oh, how may I help you? Okay? What about the enthusiastic yes? Yes! Maybe enthusiastic, maliksi, alive. Okay? It's even more enthusiastic if it's excited. Okay? Yes! Okay? Super excited, taasan mo lang konti. Okay? Taasan mo lang konti. Disinterested, maybe it could be falling or just neutral. Disinterested, maybe yes. Okay, yes. Without facial expression, without any manifestation of interest. Okay? What about surprise? Yes. Oh, something like that. Ganun ba talaga mag-yes? Okay? And if it's uncertain, how do you say yes in uncertain manner or uncertain mood? Okay? Yes. And then nakakunot ka. Okay? So listen. It's very important that you listen to the intonation of the person before you say anything. Okay? Let's have the scenario now. Let's continue. Okay. Okay, what about this situation? You hear a woman shouting for help after a snatcher grabbed her bag. Her tone of voice would sound like she's A, panicking, almost hysterical. B, happy and glad. C, sad and on the verge of crying. D, having fun. Which one is the answer? There could be two answers there, maybe. Ano yung possible na emotion of the woman there? A, B, C, or D? Okay, let's find out. Ano kaya magiging magpanic ba ako because someone grabbed my bag? Or would I be happy? Would I be sad? Would I be having fun? What would be the answer? A, B, C, or D? Tingnan natin. Okay, letter A, magpapanik ka, no? That would be maybe your initial reaction, and then if it's already sinking, you might be sad, and you will be on the verge of crying. Ano? So yun ang two possible reaction, or it could be tone of voice of that woman. Okay, A, or the first one should be A, panic. And then the second will be letter C, sad, on the verge of crying if it's already sinking in. Okay, very good. Chanelyn Merino, Rosemary Daguplo. Yes, ma'am. Noreen Cuevas Unding Saavedra. Okay, let's have the next scenario. Okay, let's have this. While dining in a restaurant, the waiter accidentally spills a glass full of water on your friend's lap. Your friend's tone of voice would be, hala, natapunan siya. What would be a tone of voice? Relaxed and confident, surprised and upset, happy and content, angry and embarrassed. Which ones? There could be two possible reactions, or it could be two tone of voice, possibly. Which one? Letter A, relax pa tayo niyan, and confident. What do you think is the answer? Relax. B and D, surprised and upset, and could be angry and embarrassed. Letter D or B or D, and can never be relaxed, can never be happy because it's a sudden reaction of a person. Ano? Wala, di ka pwedeng mag-relax. Even if you're the kindest person, the initial reaction maybe you're just surprised. Oh, nabuhusan ka, surprise. Pero hindi ka pwedeng mag-relax. Ano? Pwedeng surprise and upset lang. Other person's reaction may be angry and embarrassed. These are normal reactions. Let's continue. Okay. A man was caught in a non-parking zone by a traffic enforcer. Hala. To convince the traffic enforcer not to issue him a ticket, the man's tone of voice should be, nahuli siya. Ano dapat ang tone of voice when you are speaking to a traffic enforcer? A, nervous and confused. B, boastful and cocky. C, demanding and loud. D, polite and apologetic. What are the possible answers? Letter D, polite and apologetic, ano? Maybe, yeah, that should be. You should still be polite. You should still be polite and apologetic. And sometimes other people might get nervous and confused, especially if it's their first time, na? So, letter A or C. But the first, letter A or D. But the letter D should be the tone of the voice. Ayan. Kaya kalmado lang, polite pa rin. Okay? Because you know your violation naman. Okay? Let's continue. Okay? An employee is rushing an important report for his or her boss, but the computer printer has malfunctioned. The only other available computer printer belongs to a co-employee who is not rushing anything. As the employee approaches to request the use of the co-employer's computer printer, the tone of the voice to be used should be, kahit naging rush ka na yan, kahit nagtataranta ka na yan, manghiram ka kasi kailangan na, and you know that that person is not rushing like you. Okay, ano dapat ang voice mo? Dapat demanding, dapat friendly and nice, dapat C, polite, dapat D, indifferent. Indifferent, para kang sarcastic, parang mood of sarcasm. Okay? Ano dapat dyan? Demanding, friendly, polite. Should you be demanding? Kasi kailangan talaga eh. Okay, you should still be friendly and nice. That's how you communicate with this situation. Okay? Binabagay-bagayan ang ating communication. Ano? Communication is a gift, right? Communication is a gift from above because this is the only way we convey what we have inside. This is the only way we could express ourselves, to interact. Kaya dapat we'll have to enrich it, and also we'll also have to use it nicely and properly. Ano? Okay, let's continue. Dapat you should listen, ano? Okay, last one. A security guard approaches two people arguing in front of his assigned post. Okay? To be able to prevent the conflict from getting worse, the security guard attempts to settle their conflict. The security guard's tone of voice should be, kapag ikaw ang security guard, okay? Anong gagawin? Ano dapat ang voice mo? Ikaw yung mag-mediate. A, authoritative and commanding. B, diplomatic and reconciliatory. C, friendly and warm. D, nervous and shaking. What are the possible answers? Possible tone. Pag ikaw yung guard, ano dapat ang approach mo niyan? Letter B, dapat diplomatic and reconciliatory. Dapat hindi ka magdagdag kung ano mang meron sila, no? You should be diplomatic, yung parang kagalang-galang ang pag-mediate between the two, and you should be at the same time, diplomatic and reconciliatory, at the same time, authoritative and commanding. So it's either A or B. And can never be C and D. Kapag friendly pa kasi, and then the two are already arguing, the two are already, in a heat-up situation, kailangan mo yung dalawa, diplomatic and authoritative. Tandem dapat yon. Okay? And could be never be nervous and shaking. Okay? So again, this is about listen and evaluate. Alamin mo ang sitwasyon. Ano dapat ang tone mo dyan? Okay? Let's continue. Okay? This is the last one. So we had paraphrasing and understanding. The second one is listen and evaluate. And the third one is observe and interpret. Okay? Dito na papasok yung mga non-verbal natin, no? Minsan, ang tao does not want to talk. So, his gestures, his mannerisms, yung galaw niya, would mean many things. So, tingnan natin paano natin interpret, how to achieve effective communication by observing and interpreting. Continue. Okay. Okay, look at the pictures. Number one, ano nangyari sa dalawang babae dyan? What do you think is the emotion of the first girl? Ano siya dyan? Smiling lang ba siya? What is the situation? What is the emotion that embodies with that woman? Maybe happy lang siya, no? Nakasmile siya eh. What about the second one? Ano nangyari sa kanya? Nagiging sad. Okay? Nagiging sad. So, you mean, ganyan itsura niya pag happy siya, itsura naman niya pag sad siya, maybe ganyan. So, kapag friend mo, alam mo kung kailan siya happy, kung kailan siya gutom, kung kailan siya sad. Okay? You should observe. Observe her gestures. Okay? Or his gestures. Observe paano siya magiging happy. Paano siya paano niya pinoportray yung sarili niya in different emotions. Okay? What about number 2? What does that man do? Anong ginagawa niya? He is, by the way, ano siya? Anong profession siguro siya? He is maybe a soldier or what? Happy and sad, yes. Ano siya dyan? Nag-speech, maybe. Nag-speech, yes, nag-speech. So, dapat authoritative. At stand straight. Okay? Stand straight in delivering the piece. Okay? Nag-speech siya. Let's continue. Okay? Oh, what about this one? Okay? The man, the first picture. Anong ginagawa niya? Kaganyan lang siya, oh. Ano kaya yan? What does that signify? What does that mean? What about his facial expression? Anong emotion niya dyan? Happy lang ba siya? Or approving, right? Approving lang siya. Okay? It could mean approving or neutral. Okay, maybe. Or just happy. Or maybe approving something. Okay? The fourth one. So what is that gesture? What is that when you hug someone? Ano yan? They are maybe reconciliated. Pwede. Maybe they've been missing each other so much. Okay? What else? What else? Okay, sad. Trying to explain something from Mom's side, Barcelona, maybe that one. Okay, the hand with his hand. Okay, hugging, maybe reconciliated sila, united, or they've been missing each other for a long time. Okay, but that could not mean anger, right? Hindi ka, it's comforting. Yes, very good. It's comforting. Okay, comforting someone. Very good. Let's continue. Those are nonverbal signals. Even if the persons or the person does not talk, you know that what's happening at the emotion at that moment. Okay, nonverbal communication. Let's continue. Okay, comforting each other. Okay, facial expressions. These expressions are very natural to us, right? We are born with these expressions, right? You may experience 2 to 3 facial expressions within a day, or sometimes all of these expressions, right? Because time is unpredictable. Maybe happy ka ngayon, tapos maya-maya, naging surprised ka, and then angry, and then disgusted, and then afraid, and then sad. There could be a lot of facial expressions that we could do, right? And we cannot deny the fact, because our facial expressions are expressions within ourselves, right? Okay? Alam mo, nag-manifest sa face natin yung feelings natin inside. Okay? Facial expressions are non-verbal expressions. Non-verbal communications. Let's continue. Posture. Kapag if the person stands straight, meaning he's confident, right? He's authoritative, maybe. If a person is stooping, maybe, what could be the possible emotion? Nagsustoop siya. Aside from being old, maybe. Okay? Pwede din. Pero minsan, if you stoop, that means you are shy, you are in doubt, maybe. You are in, hi, May Charitas Reyes from Abra. Maybe you are doubting. Okay, and if you sit down and with this hand or fingers in your lips, maybe you are what? You are nervous. Yes, very good. Nervous, and could be panicking maybe. Okay, nag-iiba yung posture natin depending on the situation and emotion. Okay, shy. Pag nakastoop, no, parang shy tayo. Kasi thinking, maybe. A lot of people put their fingers on their lips to tell na they're thinking. Wait for me, I am thinking. Kasi parang part yan ng ano nila, gumagana yung utak nila kapag nakaput sa lips nila yung fingers, okay? Yung thumb, okay? Continue. Okay, continue tayo. Okay, gestures, including hand signals, body movements, shaking of the head may mean what? No. And with that, it may mean what? Okay. Approving also. Okay, approve. Okay? There could be a lot. Hindi mo sabihin, Nay, alis ako. O sabihin ni nanay ganyan. O meaning say, you are allowed to go out. Okay? Stress. Sinong stress? Jopot's Jeff. Okay, maybe yung pauna-una, no? Kapag nakaupo, tapos stress siya. That's true. Okay? Continue tayo. Yung gestures. Okay, what about spacing? Okay, spacing is very common to us. If the if the two persons talk closer, means say, close kayo, friends kayo, hindi lang kayo acquaintance. Okay? Ang spacing kapag medyo, except nowadays, kasi we really, kahit close mo pa yan, we practice social distancing. But in the normal days before, kapag medyo malayo ang agwat nyo, yung space nyo malaki, so you're not close. You are acquaintance or what? You are just strangers. Okay? Kapag close kayo, mas malapit. Okay? Ay, bakit kaya sila nag-appear? Close siguro sila. Magkakakilala pala yan silang dalawa. Something like that. The spacing may also convey meaning of the relationship of those people, of the two persons. Okay? Spacing. Let's continue. Approving. No, previous. Okay, let's try. With these two pictures, which one would tell you that the line, I'm happy to see you? Saan dyan ang okma? Pag sasabihin sa'yo na, I'm happy to see you. Would that be the first picture or the second picture? I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Ganun ba? Or I'm happy to see you. Oh, which one? Siyempre yung may ganon. Kasi what does that mean when you do like this? Anong meaning niyan? Mean to say, you're not happy to see that person. Napilitan ka lang. Okay? So when you open your arms like this, it may mean that person is very happy to see you. Okay? So it could mean a good relationship. It could mean a good welcome to that person. The second one, very good. Let's continue. Okay, let's try. Tell me, or you may type your line, you may type the statement of the person in the picture. Let's try. The girl is frowning slightly. Frowning, parang nakakunot. Parang ano bang frowning na nakakunot ba ganyan? A finger is placed at the side of her mouth. Ano kaya ang sinasabi niya? Okay? I'll have to shout out your name. If you could comment, ano kaya ang sinasabi niya? With that facial expression and with that gesture, body language. Ano kaya sinasabi niya? Okay, thinking or doubting it. Maybe that's the emotion, but can you write the exact line, the possible line of that woman? Ano kaya yan? Okay, think. I'll have to read your comment. Just short sentence. Ano kaya sinasabi niya? Decided. I am decided to marry him na siguro. Ganon? Okay, what else? Thinking. I'm still thinking if I would go to the mall or not. Okay, pwede, no? Magti-think ka, nakaganon ka ba nagti-think? Okay. Decided or doubting? So, I'm speaking too long. I'm so bored. He's speaking too long. Am I speaking too long? What should I do first? Very good. Chopa, check. Thank you for commenting. And also, what should I do first? Maybe Noreen Cuevas Unding Saavedra. Maybe, no. Ano kaya una kong gagawin sa dami kong trabaho? I doubt it. Hindi ako sure. Something like that, no? Ganyan ang expression mo. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking what to do. I'm thinking what would be our ulam later. No? Minsan gaganyan tayo, ano kayang ulamin mamaya? Should I eat chocolate or French fries? Maribel, Alfar. Oh, lahat na, the two should be. Dapat chocolate tsaka French fries, no? Magkasama. Hindi na kailangang magpumili. Maribel, Alfar. Okay. Let's have the next one. Okay, medyo marami naman na tayo sa with this girl. Let's have a second one. The girl po yan ha, hindi siya boy. The girl is looking at you. She straightens one of her fingers and bends it toward her. Ano kayang meaning nun? She straightens one of her fingers and bends it toward her. Pero ikaw ang tinitingnan. What would be the possible line of this girl? Tinitingnan ka niya. But she straightens one of her fingers and bends it towards her. What does that mean? Ano kayang meaning nun? Oh, Mariviel Alfar, 1 point. Thinking? Ano kayang sinasabi ni girl dito? The girl is looking at you. She straightens one of her fingers and bends toward her. Ano kayang possible? Ako ba ang hinahanap mo? Something like that. Pwede, no? Kinukumpara ang sarili. Maybe that's true. Okay? Right? Like, ako ba ang kinukumpare mo sa sarili mo? Is it me you're comparing with? Okay? Hey, it's you I'm looking for. Oh, diba? Ang taray. Hey, ba't tumuturo sa sarili niya? Hey, you. Sabi mo, hey, you. Ganun naman, no? Bakit hey, you? Nakaturo sa kanya. Hey, me? Is it my fault? Are you saying it's my fault? Oh, very good, Jopot Chef. O, diba? Is it me? Is it my fault? Are you saying it's my fault? Okay. Inbox me to start. Ano ba to? Okay, that's good, Jepot. Jep. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Let's have I think the last two. The corners of the boy's mouth are raised. Paano ba maging ano? Okay, corners of the boy's mouth are raised. What does that mean? Napilitan lang? Okay, nice to see you. Ganun? Something like that? Ano kaya pag you just raise your mouth pero hindi ka naman nakangiti? What is the possible line of this boy? Alin kaya dyan? What is the possible line of this boy? The corners of the boy's mouth are raised. Ano ba? Ganyan lang siguro siya. Not happy? Not happy? What else? Anybody? Maybe I am happy to see you, but not totally. Maybe. This is awkward. Oh my God. This is awkward. Maybe. Awkward siya. He's agree. Oh, talaga lang? Oh, tama ba yun? Oh, tama, right? Pero, talaga lang, ha? Parang gano'n, no? Hindi masaya. Okay, parang gano'n, no? Angry. He has something to ask in his mind. Pwede, no? Nag-iisip siya. And he has questions in his mind. That's true. Okay? Let's have the next one. I think the last picture. Let's have the next one. The boy is frowning hard. His lower lip is pushed out. Paano ba nakasusmod? Okay? Not satisfied. Ano kayang line niya dito? The boy is frowning. His lower lip is pushed out. Nakakusmod. What is the possible line of this boy? Ano kayang sinasabi niya sa utak niya? Sad? Is he only sad with this line, with this picture? Sad lang ba siya? Sad lang ba talaga siya? Tapos, I'm so disappointed. Okay, pwede, no? I'm so disappointed. Tapos nakakusmod. Okay, very good. Alfar. Okay, kaasar. Pwede, no? Kaasar. Okay, very good. Continue. Let's continue. Okay, the girl closes her eyes, opens her mouth, and breathes in deeply. Ano kaya nasa isip niya? Dismayed. The girl closes her eyes, opens her mouth, and breathes in deeply. What is the possible situation that this girl is in? Nagdarasal siya, maybe. Or, what is the feeling? She's maybe nervous. She's maybe tired. Ano kaya ang possible line of this girl? Ano kaya possible niyang sinasabi? I know I can do it. Very good. No, very positive pa rin, no? When you close your eyes, especially when you're about to, when you're about to talk, especially in school, when you're about to report. So, sinasabi mo, kaya ko to, and then you close your eyes, and then say a little prayer. She's thinking of something, maybe, no? Naka-open ang eyes naman, naka-open ang mouth niya, and breathes in deeply. Maybe she's nervous, maybe she's panicking, maybe. Yes, she's thinking of something. She's stressed, she's nervous. Okay? Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Okay, nervous. Napapagod, Antoinette Lapas. Kalmahin mo sarili mo self. Oy, very good. Minsan, no, the only person, the only thing that could encourage you more than anybody else is yourself. Kaya mo yan, self. The girl imagines the tall and handsome guy. When you're imagining a tall and handsome guy, you open your mouth pala and breathe in deeply. Pwede. Yung nakita mo si crush. Okay? Hala, namangha ka. Then you close your eyes. Pag open mo ng eyes, wala na siya. Paano yun? Getting strength. Yeah, that's true, Ma'am Yolanda Labro. Getting strength, enlightened. Like if you're in a bad situation, all you have to do is close your eyes. And then you may open your mouth for a prayer. And then you breathe in deeply. A sigh of relief. She's relieved, maybe. Ang galing, no? Dami nating ma-imagine, no? With that one picture. Because all of these pictures flash before you now are very common to us. We've experienced a lot of these many times. Kaya nakaka-relate tayo, no? Get imagining the fried chicken for later as our ulam. Okay, having a hard time breathing. Pwede din, pag ano ka na pala, nahirapan kang huminga. Okay, that's true. Very good. Thank you. Let's have the next one. Okay, let's have the next one. Non-verbal signals. We only have a few slides left. Okay, non-verbal signals are these. These are very common. Okay, these are very common. Sad, happy, excited, wala lang, neutral face, surprised, frightened. All of these are non-verbal signals. And when you know how to handle, how to communicate. If you see a person like any emotion in the picture, kailangan mo siyang idepende yung way of communicating with her or with him. Kasi alam mo kung anong sitwasyon meron siya. Kapag happy siya, dapat happy ka rin na ano. Okay, pag sad siya, you should be comforting also. That's how you communicate. Continue. Let's continue. Okay, let's take note. Non-verbal signals are effective expressions of feelings and emotions, but not all the time that we will rely on non-verbal signals. It's still very important to have verbal signals, verbal communication. Bakit? You're with that person, di mo alam pala itong next picture natin. Kindly have the next slide, sir. Kapag nakita mo lang siya ng ganyan, akala mo kinikilig lang siya. Pero pala, kasi yan ang non-verbal expression natin, di ba? Yan pala, nagaganyan siya because she's thinking of a TV program or a Netflix movie. Or maybe gusto niyang umuwi ng bahay. Okay, that's why we should not rely on non-verbal expressions too much. You'll have to ask. Okay, you'll have to ask. Continue. When you ask, of course, you use verbal. Types of non-verbal signals. Let's have the natural. Next. Types of non-verbal. Natural signals. These are innate to us. Pinanganak tayong alam na natin paano mag-smile, paano tumawa, paano maging sad. If we're hungry, we cry, right? Pag ang baby hungry, cry. Pag busog, hala, tawa lang siya ng tawa. These are natural signals. Kaya ang nanay, she knows na hungry na si baby kapag tumatawa, nasa mood ang baby. Busog na siya. Busog na siya. Pero not comfortable pa rin siya. Maybe basa ang diaper niya, something like that. The natural signals are innate to us. Okay, innate in us. Okay, continue. We have natural signals and learned signals. Learned signals like the waving hi, something like that, hi. And then the mano and the kissing of the hands are learned signals. These are based on our culture, yung pagmano, pag-kiss, ayan yung mga learned signals natin. Okay? So there are two, natural and learned signals. Yung natural natin, kahit hindi mo yung turuan, alam niya yan. Alam mag-portray ang taong ganyan. Pero yung learned, dapat turuan mo pa rin yung tao na paano magmano, paano mag-raise ng hand kapag you have to raise your hand when the teacher asks or checks attendance, something like that. Okay, di ba ang teacher sabi, you raise your hand if your name is called. Okay? But learned yun kasi sinabihan siyang ganito ang gagawin mo. Okay? So we have natural and learned. And then the last, I think this is the last. And then let's remember the things that we've discussed this afternoon. So we had this RAP. The RAP is an acronym for the tool used as a guide in paraphrasing. Okay, paraphrase. Read, ask, and paraphrase. Okay? In talking with someone, especially in giving feedback, you should take care not to hurt the feelings of others. Kaya observe, listen and evaluate kung anong approach ng communication gagawin mo sa taong sad, sa taong happy. Okay? So, effective communication is achieved when you know how to handle situations, when you know how to communicate with people in different situations. Okay? Let's continue. Better may verbal para sigurado, that's true. Kaya dapat yung verbal ang mas lamang kaysa non-verbal. May hinahangad emotional. Okay? Antoinette Lapas and then Heidi Lores. Better may verbal para sigurado talaga. In dealing with others, we should be sensitive. Okay? To what they are saying. What is the message being delivered. Okay? Sensitive dapat. Para hindi ka mako-hurt ang other people. The meaning of a message changes depending on the tone of voice used. Kaya very important kapag maka-encounter kayo ng Bisaya, akala mo para kaming galit parati. No, that's our intonation already. Para kaming parating galit. No, that's our normal tone of voice. Masyado kaming Bisaya kasi ako. Para kahit naman, kahit normal emotion lang, para kaming galit because of the way we speak. Right? Mga Hiligayanin, mga Ilonggo naman, napakalambing. Okay? You should also consider those things. Okay? Depending on the tone of voice used. Let's have the next one. I think the last. Okay, we can read nonverbal signals by studying a person's facial expressions, posture, and gestures. The contact and spacing between people also provide nonverbal clues. Nonverbal signals give us an idea of the true feelings of the speaker or sender of the signals. His or her true feelings may be different from what she is actually saying. Kaya nga, wag mag-rely on the nonverbal signals. Still have to ask. You'll have to communicate verbally para what? Para makuha mo kung ano talaga yung emotion niya. Kasi we can fake gestures. Right? We can fake gestures. We can fake non-verbal signals. Kaya dapat mas lamang ang verbal. Okay? To achieve. Mas lamang din ang taong a person who knows how to communicate effectively. Mas lamang sa trabaho and mas lamang sa relationship with other people. No? If you know how to communicate effectively, for sure, mas lamang ang magandang relasyon mo with other people than those who are unable to communicate effectively. As I've said earlier, effective communication, it's not just about how you speak. Ang galing niya magsalita. Lahat ang dami niyang alam. But it's how you deal with the person you are talking to or talking with. It's how you manage the situation, and with how you deal with different personalities and different scenarios and situations. Okay, let's have the next, sir. Oh, thank you na pala. Okay, thank you for having with me tonight. Thank you for being with me for the last hour. Okay, naka 1 hour din tayo. Watching here from DCNS Junior High School. Ma'am Adora Villanueva. I'm also Villanueva. Marlene Villanueva. Ang dami pala naming Villanueva. Charlene, Jean Arevalo Labini. Yolanda Labro. Okay, after my time, Sir A, Coach Ariel will be announcing something for tomorrow's event. Thank you once again for being with me for the last hour. Your student, Maribel Alfar. Sir A, back to
Thank you,
you
Tutor
po.
Arlie at Tutor Noreen. Thank you so much. Ang daming natutunan na naman ng ating mga students. Hindi lang mga alternative learning system na learners ang nanonood sa atin. No? Marami rin ang regular students from different schools nationwide, and also teachers and
Yes,
parents are also
nationwide.
watching. Kaya thank you so
Ayan,
much.
may maganda pang comment dito sa communicate.
Sige.
I'll have to read this. Saan ba yon? Para you'll have to communicate effectively para hindi ka umasa. Saan ba yun? Hindi ko na makita.
Ito, kay Crystal Apo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yan. So, thank you so much, Tutor Noreen. So, po tayong announcement for all the alternative learning system or all teachers and us implementers who are watching. We are inviting you to attend our national training for basic open educational resources. So, tomorrow po, meron po tayong mga training for our teachers ng alternative learning system. So that will start at 7 a.m. Noon, no? So sana po ay suportahan nyo kami para po sa ating mga teachers ng AS. Para hindi po tayo nahuhuli dahil lahat po tayo ay kailangan na makasabay, no? Lalo na dito sa ating panahon. So yun lang po. At maraming salamat. Tomorrow po, stay tuned kayo dahil ang ating tutors sa Learning Strand 2, ang ating science for elementary and high school, si Tutor Marjorie and Tutor Laysan will be with us para naman turuan tayo sa science. Okay? So maraming salamat po at magandang gabi sa lahat. Bye-bye! Si ALS Learner JC is a proof that life offers second chances. Nagkakamali pero naitatama at patuloy tayo to dream, set our goals, work hard for it, stick to it until we reach the success and the happiness that we hope for. Ako po muli si Sir A, ang inyong ALS coach dito lang sa Alternative Learning System sa DepEd TV.